I'm Jermaine. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Voice has been getting better. So now I'm wearing a mask though, but that's because, I'm missing these teeth right here. And vanity. I know I'm not all handsome and good looking and all that, but I still don't like how that looks. Just because I'm ugly don't mean I gotta be uglier. You know what I mean? Like, dang. So anyway, this today is on a serious point I have going on. Is dealing with okay, my brother Keith. He died on Friday morning, early Thursday into Friday. And he had wanted to mediate a reconciliation between me and my biological brother, Tracy. Well, his name is Roger, but we call him Tracy. I know. Anyway, so when I say Tracy, y'all know I'm talking about Roger. So, through the years, Tracy and I have always talked, not talked, because I don't know. I personally have never had a personal problem with Tracy. But there seems to be an issue he has with me. Now, Tracy's older than me. He's my older brother. He's 3 of 6. I'm 4 of 6. And there's always, throughout the years of life, we've always had we just never had a brotherly relationship. I never looked at him as my big brother because, one, I was always standing up for him. He's never stood up for me. And other reasons, but that's not neither here nor there. So, my earliest recollection back, and this is 2 million years ago, on 40th Street, on the stoop. I think we were on 227. Ray. So anyway, my New York people know. But, and I remember Tracy was asked, or he asked Tanisha, is she like me or him? And she chose me. He karate chopped her. Now we were little children. 5, 6, 4, 7, 8, like little children. We are not adults and teenagers or even adolescents. We are children. So I'm just giving you a frame up. So, because I really need an opinion as to, am I the a-hole here? Or do I have some valid points? Now remember, there's 2 sides to every story. So I don't know if he'd ever tell his side. But I tell as much as both sides as I can. Because that's the type of person I am. Because I want you to be informed. I don't want you to just be biased to my side. I want you to be informed. So, anyway, that's the earliest thing. We had an incident one time where we had gotten chased home by some people in Harlem. And we run up, we go to get him. So we figured we could try to even it out a little. We were still a little bit outmatched, but we could even it out a little bit. You know what I mean? So we run up to get him Tracy. Hey, come on, let's go. And he's like, what? He's all hyped and grabs a hammer because they outnumbered. And we're still young. Still young. Trust me now. We're on Amsterdam. We're still young. So let's see. Still young. So he comes down, but then he stops on the steps. And he just loses when he sees the people. He's like, So we end up having a fight without him. He didn't help. We could go to, many instances he's gotten into altercations. And you know, protect. I never jumped anybody with my brother, ever. But I have prevented further issues. So let's put it that way. I'm not a jump person. But, speaking of jump, let's just put it there. Yet, on time, I'm getting jumped. And he sits there, he says, hey, I got a front row seats. I'm getting jumped by two people. One guy has me pinned against a fence. I can't move my own legs. And the other guy's just and he's sitting there. Says, I have front row seats. So we coming through. And, you know, we had an instance where we were renting our house from my dad. And he decides to get back with his ex-wife. Perfect, no problem. Hey, I'm happy for you. Well, month come out, I'm going to pay. Hey, Dad, here's my half of the rent. He goes, well, where's the rest of it? I said, what should be the rest of what? Oh, well, you know, Tracy moved out. He said, wait, what? He moved out? Can you not tell me that you moved out so I can know I have to pay rent? Like, I don't understand the situation. Why would you just do that? Bail on me. Yep. So, of course, we fell out for a minute. On top of that, he's like, I gotta recall, he's a horrible driver and has no idea about cars. Okay. I tell you this because we have bought a car together. And the one day he's going out and he's going with his family outing, and hey, we're gonna go to this was prior to him just bouncing on me, moving out with no notice. And they were, had this whole day planned to this, so they went to get. He calls me, hey, the car won't start. I'm like, what you mean the car won't start? So I go up and I'm like, okay, boom. It was Cadillac. So, big boy. It was a big boy. It was Malibu Peak. It was nice. I liked it. So anyway, I go out and I'm checking. I'm like, did you go get? Yeah, we got gas. Okay, cool. So I'm trying to start it to can. So now I get it started enough to drive it home. So I drive it home. Boom. And we're having all this trouble with it. And I'm like, man, just go. And I'm talking to them. I'm like, you sure? Yeah, I know. And then I'm like, so I went through everything. I take the gas tank off, right? I almost threw it across the street by accident because it was so empty. Like, so empty. And I'm like, what? Like, you told me you put gas in the car. Like, even if you would have put $1 in at that time, because that was in 93, probably 92. So, $1 would have got you pretty good. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it wouldn't have got you, but it would have got you. You know what I mean? Especially since we were sharing, there was gas from me, and then when he was driving, he put the gas too. So it wasn't one of those like, oh, I put in with you, and whatever the gas was in there, we drove. That's just how it was. So, like, why would you not tell me you didn't put gas in the car? Why would you, like, things are these things. So we go to a point where he had stayed with me, boom. And then when he got ready, when he get a final, every time he break up with somebody, he stay with me. His wife break up, he come stay with me. He stay with. Now a couple times we stayed together, which was the first incident I told you with my dad, and then another place we had. That place don't even exist anymore. But so anytime he's out, I help. There's a time he had got caught in a precarious situation, and he calls me. And I come out, hey, what's going to do? I almost get into this fight with this dude because my brother was busted with his girl. But my brother would stand up for him, but I always stood up for him. That's what I'm not saying you're punk or whatever. I don't know. Some people don't fight. That's just how it is. And I have no problem with going avoid, especially these days. They'll shoot you in a minute. So trust me, I am not downing him. I'm not trying to call him any type of way and put him in any other spotlight as far as his manhood or whatever. What I'm saying is I never looked at him as a big brother because I was always big brother to him. That's all I'm saying. So don't try to come, oh man, nope. Especially if you choose not, Martin Luther King, they chose not to fight. That don't mean they was weak and they was whatever. So don't put it like that. Don't even put that shit, okay? Just want to straighten that out. So, well, the guy threatened, like, he's like, well, I'm going to kill you, bro. Like, what? You to my face going to tell me no, we're going to have a problem. But then when he realized it, I don't know, this is this thing people have once. A couple of people said it's just in my eyes when I get mad. I don't know, because people, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into all that, because then somebody's going to be like, oh, I just wanted to just to see. And then there's going to be a problem for no reason. Anyway, so, he, like, we had, the last time I let him stay with me, because this was a place I had. And not the last time, but one of the last time. So he's driving one day, his wheel fall off his car. He stops at the light, his wheel keep going. What? So then, like, he was literally going to try to walk to work. And that was, like, impossible. From Youngstown to Niles, to the Eastwood Mall. And I had 2 cars. No problem. I can't drive 2 cars. I'm one person. Here, you can use my Chevette. That was my Chevette. I don't care what you say. I love my Chevette. You use the Chevette. I have my other car. So, he's driving, like I said, this is reference to earlier why he's a horrible driver. He's one of those who drive on the curb, then when you see the curb, he'll go around and go right back to the curb. Like, he cannot drive in the center lane. I don't know how he is now. He might have improved and gotten better. I don't know. I haven't driven with him in eons. So, I used to tell when he tell people, oh yeah, he taught me to drive. No, I did not teach him to drive. So, don't remember anybody who told you that. I did not teach him to drive. So, he hit a curb or something, cracked my starter. On the Chevette, it's like basically right there. Cracked the starter. Car is sitting there for months. Okay. So, I needed my car back. It was just as simple as that. I needed my car back. The situation around it had nothing to do with my car. I just needed my car back. So, see, I can't tell the Chevette part without adding the other part that really is relevant, but is like gonna make it seem weird. Okay, anyway, so he refused to give me my car. Basically, he just refused to give me my car. There's a reason he refused, but it was a stupid reason to refuse to give me my car. That's all that matters. It's my car. I let you borrow it. You wasn't even driving it still. It was stuck in the driveway of somewhere else where he had it parked at. Not at my house or the house we were staying, because guess what he did? Bounced on me again. No notice. No nothing. Just bounced. Hey. Oof. I mean, this is a pattern. I'm telling you, this is here. So now, I'm going to try to fast forward a little bit here. Shoot, I can't. Because y'all going to be like, well, why wouldn't he give you the car? I know why he wouldn't give the car. But he just should have gave me the car. We ended up having an altercation about it. About my car. mine. And they claimed forever, oh, I can't go back. I left the keys in my job at work. I'm too tired. And my son's mom said, I said, hey, Kenyatta said she'll drive you to go pick up the keys and come back so I get my car. Oh, I don't feel like it. I said, if you're so tired, sleep on the way there. Sleep on the way back. And I'm trying to be so civil and so nice. And he's just being a straight asshole. And there's no way about that. Oh, well, so we get into an altercation, blah, 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 yada, yada. Comes at me with the knife. In his own police report, he states this. So don't nobody say, oh, you made. So he say lying. Say, okay, let me see the police report. This is his own police report. Comes out with a knife. My reaction, I grab a club. Remember the club going, tree, lock your car up, and oh my baby, boom. So we go to do boom. He ends up in the hospital. I get the call. Hey, well, you can come get your keys. Wait, how can I get my keys if they're in his locker at work? He's in the hospital. He was incoherent. Like he wasn't in a coma, but he wasn't there. Let's just put it that way. And so, how'd y'all get my keys? If he's in the hospital, his keys are at work, none of y'all have a car, how'd my keys end up? Because the keys were always there. All you had to do is give me the keys. Say, have a good day. This is not something I'm proud of. Trust me. You can hear the song, but why should I have to harm you? Why should or you could have harmed me over my property? Let's go some years down the line. I want my credit to get good. I'm trying to make things get together. I wanted to get back with my ex. I was trying to do this, do that, right? So at this time, I only had the two houses. But I wanted, no, I had the three. I had three properties. 1, 2, 3. I wanted to get things in right. I thought the thing was, your credit got to be good. And, that's what they tell you. Well, now my credit's 0. Guess what? I have my house paid off full. My car paid off full. Everything I have is paid in full. I don't have no payments to nobody. I don't even do layaways. If I can't afford it, then I must not need it. That's just my thinking. So, anyway, but back then I wanted, to. So, I put in to buy this house. Well, they told me I couldn't get a homeowner's loan. I needed an investor's loan because I had other properties. So, I said, well, no, I don't. That's not working for me. I ain't trying to do that. You know what? Ooh! So, anyway, as a favor, so I got to change that because I've said he's never helped me or whatever, but this time he did. He allowed me to put my properties in his name. And so I could then free up to get the other thing I wanted. So some time comes through, lifetimes. So now I'm in a position where I need to sell my house. But it's in my brother's name. Hey, can I give it? Oh, yeah, sure, we got to go down. So if he went down, he was very cool at first, when he first asked him. He went up, he had mentioned to them that he had gotten married. So since this time, he still had got. So they said, oh, well, they needed his wife's signature, too. They both have to have it on a notary. Well, I can't give my wife. Okay, but we'll do this, okay? Now, this all started in February. So we go through They didn't make it the first initial time. Now we have to, okay, did you get down there? No, I couldn't make it. Okay, they live like 15 minutes away. Half hour at the most. Literally at the most. Okay. No, couldn't do it. Okay, well, hey, what if we did it? No, couldn't do it. Okay, what is going on here? Now we're getting into March. Oh, well, I need a, okay, she don't get off of work till 3. Okay, the place doesn't close till 5. You live half an hour away. Oh, now, here comes the wife jumping in it. Which, this is the problem with a lot of them. The other one, I know you had to know a female was involved, but I didn't want to put the whole, because I would have been into an hour-long video before I even finished the Chevette story. So we're going to jump back from it. So now his wife jumps in and she's, oh, well, I got, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why is it such a hassle? I just need you to sign the paper so I can sell this house and be done. Like, I'm not understanding why it's, and I know you'll say, well, it's his because he owned it. Yes, but like I said, he was doing a favor for me so I could try. It wasn't like I'm like, oh, here's the house you can have. No, he wasn't living in it, wasn't renting it, did nothing with it, was not doing anything with it. He lives in a whole other state, okay, which is still across the street basically, but my point is that he was not utilizing the property in any way, shape, or form. So I say, well, kid, I give him my house to play the guy. So he's go through it, everything. And then, we're getting into, so now it's May. Like May from February to sign a paper. So we got everything in order, got it set up. Boom. Hey, we're going to meet down here. I had the other guy to meet him. I had to work, so I couldn't make the meeting. You know what I mean? I didn't have to sign anything, so it really wasn't important, They said, make sure he give you the money, you sign the papers. Meeting was scheduled 2 p.m. 3:30 p.m. I get text message, not even a call, not even a, hey, I'm down here, I'm looking around, I don't see any Arabs, so I'm going to leave. Huh? That was his old message. Like, what? No, sorry, he did leave off a voicemail. But I was at work, so I couldn't answer the phone. But it was a voicemail. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what are you talking? So I'm calling back, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he's like, oh, well, I'm down here. We were running behind. I understand. You're more than running behind. I said, why couldn't you just call and text me and tell me you're running late so I can let them know? Nobody's going to sit down there for an hour and a half hoping you show up. That's how ridiculous. He goes, well, I tried. And then that was his wife said, well, at least he tried. That is not trying. How is that trying? So now, they zip back to where they at. Now we having the trouble again, trouble. So I'm like, well, why didn't you just take the paper with you to get it notarized and then bring it? Oh, they told me that I can't take the paper unless I pay first. I have to pay the first to get the letter to go get it notarized, to the deed. And I said, well, that didn't make sense. But I said, oh, okay, well, we'll see what's it. So I'm trying to. So I went down there we set up another meeting. And I get down there. And no one's there. And I'm going to the place. I said, hey. I was like, well, I was wondering if some people came. He said, well, what's the big? I said, well, the one name is my brother's name. And the other guy, and this is my little word, I said, the other guy, I don't know his name. He's an Arabic guy, I don't know who he is, though. He goes, oh, well, he said, oh, I know that name. Then he goes, oh, there's a paper right here. I said, oh, well, he was supposed to come get his son. He goes, oh, well, here, why don't you just take it to him and have him sign it? I never told him my name. I didn't even know the other name of the party. I just knew my brother's name. He didn't tell me I had to pay any money first before I could take it out to have him notarize it. So how does that make sense? So you're now lying about it just to not do the paper? So I take the paper. I'm like, thank you. Like I said, I never even told to do my name. I didn't even know the other name of the party. So there's no way you're telling me he was going to. So I took the paper. I drove out there. As I get there, I go, knock on nobody's home. I'm like, oh, man. So I call him. Hey, what's up, Trace? What's up? No, oh, okay. I was going to say, oh, well, I won't be home for a couple hours now. I said, oh, okay. Well, I was going to bring you. Okay. So I said, well, I'll just talk to you later. Okay. Hung up the phone. So I said, well, I'll put it in his mailbox. So I walked from his back door around to the front porch, put the thing in the mailbox, walked back. Before I got to my car, he was pulling up to the house. Like, no, listen, I'm serious. He was pulling up. Mr. I won't be home for a couple of hours. He didn't know I was at his house when I called him. He thought I was probably still in Youngstown. He did not know I was at his house when I called him. And I'm like, what? Now, when I tell you there's a notary, there's a big sign, notary, street sign, literally catty corner across the street. I'm going to say 500 feet away. Okay? So I said, well, here. Now we're into September. This is now September. This started in February. Said, here, I bought it here. Can y'all just go get it signed, notarized, put it back in the mailbox, text me, call me. I will come and get it and take it back. So y'all have nothing to do but cross the street. Do you know I got my paperwork in December? December. After all this stuff, we can't never go to, but you go to church out here. So every Sunday you're out here. You're visiting people out here, but you can't bring me my property. He has this thing with stuff that's mine of giving it to me. And I don't understand it. So we had another falling out on this. Okay? Because there's no way in hell that should have happened. Now we come to a situation whereas he is friends with an ex of mine. This is an ex from high school. So there ain't no and if they ever messed around, who cares? I don't care. Teach their own. Like I said, we've been there before. It's not like I've never messed with nobody. He never messed with nobody I messed with. So I don't care. But the point is, she lived in the same city, same side of town as me. He lives across the border. So I'm always saying, woo, we at the park. Hey, oh, hey, woo, we at the water park. Wait, what? Like him and her and their children are all excursions, but never once he's come to one. Every year I invite him to my children. My children have a birthday party every year of their life. Every year he's come to one. Okay? Maybe two. Did Aubrey come? Oh, I didn't have one. Anyway, it might be two. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say two, but I know it's one. But I'm gonna say two. Okay? And my children are 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay? So he's come to two. So, but he could come into town, go on it, never once, hey, Jermaine, we about to go to the water park, you and the children want to come, and then she wants to, oh, well, man, you got to understand that his brother, my daughters are better friends. His daughters and my children are cousins. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, there was no thought ever, but I couldn't get you to come bring me a piece of paper, to sign a piece of paper. But it's easy for you to jump over here to go out with her. And this is not one time, 2 times. This is several times. Okay? And I still talked to him a minute until I seen the water park one. That one just blew me away. Like, wait a second. Y'all going to the water park? Like, and not once did you want to even think, hey, Jermaine, we going to the water park. You think you or the children want to come? Like, not once. Not to my sister. Hey, Shay, I'm in town. We going to do something. You know what I mean? Not once. His children? Any of his children that live in his... Hey, we going to do... You want to... Nope. But, boom, shoot her. When a female is involved, my brother he has blinders. He only sees that female. Anybody else is irrelevant, even his own children. And that's on him, whatever he does. And that's for them to work. I'm not going to throw all the air out, but I'm just put that in because just want you to see the severity of this situation. How hard is it to pick up a phone and say, hey, we coming to town, we about to go here, you want to go? You see what I'm saying? And the only reason I mentioned the ex is because I want y'all to know it was, like I said, a female's always involved. At this time, like I said, we weren't any couple at this time. We were just friends. We were still friends until she moved away. Then she don't care about me no more. We talked probably almost to the day she left. And now she says, fuck you, Jermaine, you ain't nobody to me. So, I don't know. That's just how people are sometimes. But anyway, so like that really bothers me. Like, this is a family. You already don't see family. We already got family in New York and all this stuff that we don't see. And they already have siblings that they're not allowed to see. So for you to just put more of a wedge of that because you chose somebody else, family over that bothers me. And I might be bald, but I'm not Vin Diesel. But I always wanted family. Always. It's caused me to make a lot of stupid judgments because of my devotion to the ideal of family. And then once you realize that relatives do not make you family, it changes a lot of things. You're actually able to choose your family. People, you can't choose. Yes, you can. You can't choose your relatives, but you can damn sure choose your family. And to Tracy, I've never been family to him. And even though I never looked at him as a big brother, I still looked at him as family. You understand? I still love him like my brother. You know what I mean? We just have a different view on things. So now we get to the crux of this. I know I was not going to make this long, but it's very important. So I think I'm just going to go until I stop. I'm not going to make an hour on this, that's for sure. But I am going to, let you, because I want you to know the details. Now, let's come to here. My brother is now going on his 4th marriage. Congratulations for what it is. Never give up. Don't give up, don't surrender. That's right. Hey, you know what I mean? There's steps. Just because one thing didn't work out don't mean you give up. So, hey, that's good. I'd love to be married again. I would love to find a second wife. I've had one marriage, and he's on his 4th. I'd be happy to. Trust me. So I'm not knocking him on that. To each his own. Look at these celebrities out here. They 5 eyes everywhere. I don't care. How many baby mamas I got? Psh, okay then. So how am I going to blame you about how many weddings you got? I could kill it. But let's go to the crux of his first wedding. I'm technically in it. Background. We're now in Ohio. With my foster parents. So, this will be with switching biological foster stuff story. I still love them as my brothers. Y'all are my brothers. I love y'all. But I'm going to make the distinction because I want you to see a distinction. So, biologically, there's Tracy, me, Shannon, Skip. 4 of us, biologically. And then the rest of foster brothers. Tons. Like, y'all know. If y'all hear from here, you know. So, Tracy gets married to his first wife. And like I said, I'm technically in the wedding. Me and Rich. But his best man is my brother Keith, who I just told Keith just passed away on Friday. Keith is my foster parents. I have 2 biological, Keith and Kevin. Okay, so just put that together. So Keith is his best man. The understanding was because Tracy was in the name, Keith, they were both in the military, and he had a uniform. That's how it was explained to me. That's how you want to pick your best man? That's fine, no problem. Well, second marriage comes along. He's just married. He's just married. Like, oh, what? Oh, who is this? Like, nobody ever met her. Nobody, like, who is this? And I call her Grandma. I think she's my age. Just a little bit. Something about her just made me think Grandma. I don't know. She had the curls. I don't know. Something about her was just Grandma to me. And the marriage went through, whatever. But so nobody, I don't even know who was witness or what. I have no idea about that marriage. He just showed up, and I think it was about 2 years, maybe. I don't know how long it lasted, whatever. So, third marriage comes along. I'm not even in this one. I barely got an invitation. I think I only got an invitation because everybody got an invitation. Even New York people, everybody got an invitation to this. Because his confession, I've always called her his husband, not to put to whatever, but she, was really, wearing the pants in that family. So, sometimes I'll slip and I'll be like, yeah, his husband. People are like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, no, I'm sorry. And then I have to explain. So, and I warned him the second day we met her. I warned him about her. But he didn't listen to me because I'm just Jermaine. So anyway, big hoopla marriage, right? And his best man there is Kevin, who is my foster parents' other biological son. So, at one point you say, well, wait, who am I? What am I? Where do I fit in this equation? So now we come to, I've just recently gotten over the water park thing. That had irked me so bad. So, because, as I said, family has been so important to me. I want my children to know their cousins, and they feel like they don't know anyone. We run into people, hey, they're like, oh, that's your, they be like, what? That's my cousin. Literally, seriously like that. And that's bad. So, we were always over, you know what I mean, our cousin's house and everywhere and all over that, you know what I'm saying? So, of course it's easier, if everybody live on 40th and stuff, so, But still, the point is, they have family they don't even know, and family who doesn't know them. I've asked my whole family, hey, I got this family tree going on. Can y'all please, here's your emails, can y'all send in, put in things I don't have, information I don't have, children I don't have, family, whatever information I might be missing? None! Not one of them has done it. Not one. But y'all posting videos on Instagram and everything on Facebook, and y'all got all this stuff. But not one of y'all can take the time out to add to this family tree. So that maybe we might not have that connection in there, but the younger generations can get to. I mean, I have 12 children. My brother has 5. My other brother has 5. My sister has 7. Like, there's 2. Like, there's gonna be another. You understand what I'm saying? I have 2 grandchildren. Like, there's gonna be a meeting at some time. Okay? And so I don't even know how many my cousins have. You see what I'm saying? So when you go exponentially, because we were 6, 8, 10, 12, just one set. I got our whole set in my set. So they should be able to branch and network. You know what I mean? When they're older, they should be able to understand, come together, and maybe they can make something of our family that we didn't do. You know what I mean? So that's something that's really important to me, but none of them care enough that it means anything to them. So back to the rest. So now we get back to talking. I have my sarcoidosis. I don't know. I could die anytime. I've been having my thoughts, which are now completely gone. You will never see another video from me again like that. So I want that to be known. I've come. Let me just go because I'm gonna get back. Anyway, so I'm 51. I don't have much time on this earth. It's time to let things go. We can't change that stuff. We can only learn from it and work towards a better future. That's how I feel about it. So we've been talking back to the, hey, just basically, hey, good morning, text, blase. So I'm talking to him on Friday. I don't remember the date. I'm not going to remember the date. I'm not good on dates. That's just how I am. And I talk to you later. Wednesday, I see a post from my niece. Doesn't even live in Ohio. Congratulating my brother on his engagement to his soon-to-be 4th wife. Wow. I feel it. Wait, what happened? What, you don't like her? No. His biological brother, who just talked to him on Friday, had to find out from my father's daughter's daughter, who lives in another state, who posted it on Facebook. Am I taking too much from that? Should I not have gotten a notice? Should I not have been one of the first to know? Then I posted it. Hey, any fips? It's like, wait, who's getting married? None of us know. All these people, everybody here know. The whole foster family and everything know. Biological family don't know jack. And I can understand people. Some people don't fuck with their family. That's not how Tracy is. Now with me, he is, but with the rest of them, he keeps in touch. He keeps way better than I do. He keeps in touch with everybody way better than I do. But I've always been the black sheep of the family because I'm not, whatever. Anyway, so I just never felt I fit in. I never fit in. That's me. But I've never fit in anywhere. That's just me. I don't fit in. Well, I got 12 children, so I must fit somewhere, right? Anyway, so that just blew me away. I can't remember if I texted him first or if I just blocked him straight off. Unfortunately, we've had a few instances where we've had to be at the same place together. Since then, it's 3 times. Well, there's one time it was twice, so 3 places, but 4 times. And his fiancée seems like a very nice woman. I'm very proud of her. Like him to find somebody who's, seems to be good like that. And she's convinced she's gonna get me to come to this wedding and this and that. But it's not gonna happen. I try to explain to her it won't happen. It could never happen. But then you say, well, why are you here speaking now? Well, like I said, as a wish to my brother who has passed away, Keith, he wanted us to reconcile. And he wanted to mediate. He won't be able to do that. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting on here for you to see with my view. I don't know his point of view, so I can't even give you his side. But you can see my point of view and where I see things as. And yes, I'm going to say a lot more is going to be different from you because you're not as emotionally attached as I am. Whereas to you, you might say, oh, who cares, whatever. Well, y'all never got along anyway, so why should it matter? Well, because I'm still his brother. And we weren't beefing at the time. That's what I could tell you. If we were beefing, then I definitely wouldn't have a problem to say anything. But after I reached out, my olive branch, I just seemed totally betrayed by this. There's so many more of these stories I could go to, but these were the main ones I wanted you to see to establish a history of issues. Now, if he has issues that he thinks I've put on him, please tell me, because I've wanted to know. And I think the mediation would have worked well just so I could hear his side, just so I could know what it is. I know my brother and my sister and the three and I, we had kind of, and we not biologicals, but we had came to a conclusion. But I don't think it could be that small. But it could be. Like, could it come from teasing? Like I used to tease him when we were little. I don't know. But if you like more, then let me know. If you need more info, I can give more info on that. But I did used to, because as I told you, I never looked at him as a big brother. I always looked him beneath me. But I looked at everybody like that. People used to say I was conceited. And then I try to explain to them, well, there's no such thing as that. So basically you're just saying I'm right. and you're just mad because I'm acknowledging that I'm right. And I, well, how do they say you're right? I said, because if I was wrong, you'd be like, man, get the fuck out of here, you're full of shit. But when you say you're conceited, a person, you consider them conceited because they are acknowledging whatever superior trait they have over whatever the situation is. You see what I'm saying? So you're being conceited because you're acknowledging. If you play it off like, oh, I don't even know what you're talking about, they'll be fine. But when you go, oh, hey, man, I look good today. Man, you're so conceited. Why can I be conceited without just feeling good? So a lot of people change it to, you're very sure of yourself, which I like that one. Very sure of yourself. Like I say, even now, y'all know, look at me. Look, I am not a handsome man. I am not this, but you see these others, and you are not seeing them. You see this mask is on. Look, it's getting hot right now. I got my smoker's jacket on. You know what I'm saying? But back to the state. Before I run out of time being so stupid. I told you, y'all know my tangents. I'll go off in a second. Like, whatever. So, but we all do that. We all tease, brother. He teased me. We pick on each other. You pick on the neighbors or friends. That's what we do. So that cannot be that serious that it carries this way into your 50s. I don't know. I don't know the trauma. The trauma I suffer is just mostly my mother's death. My mother died when I was 15, and I have never come to terms with that ever. And I never will. And they tell you, oh, you got to come, you got to do. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. And excuse me one moment. Okay. So, am I the a-hole for not wanting to talk to him, not wanting to, because I was telling her a brief instance about the weddings, and I'm like, and now she's this wedding now, and she goes, well, how do you know you're not going to be in it? Well, I said, because I know because I'm not going to be in it. Even if you asked me, I didn't expect you to ask me, but I still wouldn't have been in it. And every time she sees me, and it's fine. It's not a nuisance. You know, I find it funny that she's doing right, because I talk about how I want family values and family together, but then I won't speak to my family. That's kind of hypocritical in a sense, but sometimes self-health trumps family values, and that's just the way it is. So right now I have to take self-health in consideration over family values, because like I said, if I was his family, I would have been told. You understand? My mom celebrated her 80th birthday, and big bash, gave her bash. And even the mayor was there. Gave her the first key to the city. Everything, like seriously, like people come from California, all over America come. Guess who wasn't there? And I asked my brother, like, oh, what happened? I seen the post on Facebook. So I said, oh, what happened? So he goes, oh, this is my foster family. This is my biological family. So it's kind of whatever. So, because you're like, wow, I guess none of your family like you. That's why I told you I don't fit in. But no, it was like that though. So we're like, wait, what's going on? Da, da, da. So I told Tracy, oh, I thought you knew. How'd you think I knew? Who you think told me? Keith organized it. So if Keith knew, he didn't send me an invitation. He didn't. So, and he didn't get, because Keith didn't have my information. He didn't talk to you. So he didn't get it from you. How do you think it goes? I said, okay, so even if you thought you saw me, because that's what everybody, oh, I thought you, even when not one person thought to text, hey, Jermaine, you running behind, you showing up, what's going on? Not one person thought to say, hey, like what? Like, my biological dad and my foster dad died in November. And because of circumstances, my brother had known and I haven't been able to know. He told me in February. Like seriously, he told me in February. Like, there's more behind those. So if you ever see a segment here and you want more information on it to get a better back, just ask, and I'll do a segmented one on those, because there's, of course, there's more behind it. There's whole lifetimes, but like, can you understand where my frustration and my hurt and pain comes from? Because everyone wants me every time. Jermaine, be the bigger person. Why is he not told to be the? He's older. He's the older brother. Why am I always told, oh, Jermaine, you got to be the bigger person. Oh, Jermaine, you know how he is. But why nobody know how I am? Why did no one be the smaller person? Why can't I be the smaller person? That's what I don't understand. And people want me to understand, yet don't want him to understand. So I'm asking you, if you made it this far, even whatever, help me out. Am I wrong? Is there something you think could help? I mean, those of you who know me, you should easily be able to text me or something. I really, this is me asking for help. Y'all was there for me when I was ready to go. Now I need to know if I need to stay. And I need your help again. Apparently this means a lot to me, or I wouldn't be asking you. You know what I mean? This is the internet. People can start getting on there and clowning. You know there's ignorant ass people in here. But I don't care about them. Because they are not who I'm talking to. So, like I said, we know every story has more. There's more. There's two sides to the. But I can only give you the side that I know. And this part, like I said, I edit out, which is very, very essential to the story. And I didn't notice until I started talking. Like I said, none of this is scripted or rehearsed or anything edited. I just sit down and I talk to you. So you're gonna get what you're gonna get. But trust me, if you want more of something, let me know, and I'll explain further. So I said I wasn't gonna make this an hour, and so by definition, I need to cut this short because we're almost at an hour. We're technically at an hour. Oh my gosh! So I want to thank you. I want to say take care, have fun. You only get one life. If there's someone out there you love, people you love, please tell them every day. Hugs, kiss, everything, every day. Because, man, we never know when we're going to be here again. Alright? So, check 1, 2. I'm out.